have another link going across to Discord, so I can have some ability to look at the chat. But hilariously, while the countdown's going on, I can't see you guys. So do let me know if someone else turns up. All right. Macam tak ada. Okay. All right. Yes, I have my children just for the entertainment value.
Can't see them.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't find my microphone. Hopefully it's good enough. Yeah, I might be able to change the levels. Yeah.
Awesome.
Harap Michael boleh terangkan sikit dia punya gambar tu. Dah lah, muka memang tak ada nampak macam orang beriman. Gambar gelap, nampak macam orang berdosa banyak tu. Cerahkan sikit je lampu. Kau bukan putih sangat.
Unmute.
Okay. Unmute.
Okay, boleh dengar. Hai Macil.
Hai.
Evening, everybody, and welcome to the season wrap-up for the first inaugural round of the XOX ESPORTS Challenge. I'm going to be your host for this evening, Matthew Palmer, and with me in the studio we have Afiq Fadlan, we have Boss Bobby Ari, Sham there, Bobby Farid, thank you so much for joining us, as well as Kamal Ali, Zikri, Muhammad Zikri, Ilham Halabi, Afizul Jai, aka Jai Bluebird, Muhammad Khalif, Biko Nasi, Muhammad Ibrahim, Machel Hafiz, aka Hafiz Kamarudin, as well as Sharul Jafar. Say hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Awesome stuff. It's been a fantastic season, hasn't it, Bobby?
It's been amazing, man. Frankly speaking, it is amazing.
Yeah, it's we never thought we would have quite the numbers that we've had, all the guys coming in watching the stream, all the guys competing in the stream. So once again, a very special thank you to all of you guys watching at home, as well as all the guys here who have been racing. We couldn't quite fit the entire grid into the screen because frankly you wouldn't be able to see their faces, but I think for a lot of you guys out there, it's the first time you'll be able to actually witness these drivers firsthand, and man, what a good looking bunch you are.
Semua segan-segan lah, Max.
Itulah. Do you want to get through some exercises, some ice-breaking routines, or should we just go on into the?
Let us introduce who is who now lah.
Exactly. I guess the first person, the big boss himself, Bobby. Could you introduce yourself to all the wonderful viewers at home?
Yeah, I'm. My name is Bobby Farid. I'm the CEO of XOX Malaysia and also a team principal of XOX TKKR racing team. We have been competing in World Championship, Spanish CEV, Asia Road Racing, and lots of years of racing in two wheels, and recently when COVID came and everything, we started to do sim racing and look into the industry, and I found a bunch of crazy people like you guys. So who dedicated their time on the sim rig, trying to do the same as the real racer does, and it looked interesting. And some of my friends say, why not you come in and give them a booth with a tournament and everything. So this is a first try for us and everything to look into the matter and everything, and it has been amazing experience for me.
Absolutely, and thanks a lot for being involved in the series. It has helped a whole heap, even if I say so myself. Next up in the line, we're going back to front here, but that's okay. I'm still learning how to write Jawi, so we'll go the other way around, as is the case in Jawi. We'll head over to Afiq Fadlan. Hi, Afiq.
Hey, Max. How's
Yes.
it going?
So tell us about yourself.
Well, I've been doing sim racing since 2010. This is my 11th year. I was looking forward for this. I used to do a lot of Gran Turismo 5 and Gran Turismo 6 previously. And then I kind of fall out with Kazunori Amouchi because he wasn't listening to us. Yeah. And then I moved into PC racing. That was, I think, in 2014. And now we're here.
Awesome stuff. Just like you came up through Gran Turismo as well. It's a very addictive place. It's a very nice starting point there, and from there on you just go and disappear down the rabbit hole, don't you?
Exactly. It's highly competitive there. Same here. This is as much as competitive as Gran Turismo. It's really
absolutely. Carrying on with the theme, we have, I believe that's Muhammad Khalif. Next line down. I have to put this in full screen. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. It's the first time doing this. So, Muhammad Khalif, can you introduce yourself? Tak apa, jangan segan. Press Melayu pun boleh.
Hello. Okay. Nama Muhammad Khalif lah. Start sim racing MCO. Sebelum tu main just lawan dengan main komputer, lawan dengan AI. First start sebab MCO lah, the MAM series. That's mula try masuk MAM, and then semua tournament macam nak try RGP semua title sini. And then in fact that's all, not much. Tak laju mana pun.
Tak apalah, cukup laju untuk kita orang. So, apa experience dengan iRacing? Ni baru-baru lagi ke masuk iRacing ni?
Baru jugalah. Hari tu subscribe, lepas tu dah tak ada event, tak subscribe, tu subscribe balik untuk masuk event. Kena belajar dengan orang yang dah biasa racing. Kalau tak blur-blur juga. Macam mula-mula masuk dulu, macam blur-blur tak tahu nak buat apa, tapi it's a good platform lah. Banyak benda nak belajar, kena belajar semua.
Alrighty, so terima kasih kerana sudi datang pada malam ni.
Blur-blur juga kenapa?
Yeah. So, moving alongside, we have Afizul Jai. Apa khabar Afizul Jai?
Khabar baik Max. Apa khabar semua?
Yeah. So, boleh intro sikit?
Okay, nama saya panggil Jai lah Jai. So basically saya start penglibatan dalam motorsport ni dari 2006. Tapi bukan dalam circuit racing lah. So basically I started with drifting. So competed professionally in Malaysian drift scene 2006 sampai 2015. And then 2018 join Sepang MSF full season. So basically iRacing ni baru lagi last year in July I join, and then join the AI season 1, maksud tu MX5 juga. So up until now still supporting AI, iRacing and e-motorsports in general lah. So I enjoy competing online for the e-racing.
Awesome stuff. Yeah. So ada tak skill drifting yang ada dapat masuk dalam MX5 there? Any crossover?
Maybe that's why maybe yang masa round 6 tu kaban boleh potong kan. I banyak sangat slide and drift maybe. Tire pun wear tak jaga kan. But still I think iRacing physics and realism is the best for now lah. I think so. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we'll move on. Next up, there's someone dropped out there. Not too sure. We'll hopefully be able to get them back fairly soon. But next up, we'll have a chat with Muhammad Zikri. Apa khabar, Muhammad Zikri?
Baik. Yeah, my name is Zikri. I started competitive sim racing last year during MCO. I started with ERGP at the start, so and then I worked just went through that. iRacing also started last year, but I didn't really stayed with iRacing that long, as I was just focusing on race room. But yeah, this is like my first proper go at iRacing, and it turned out okay.
Absolutely. So have you found it difficult switching sims?
At first, yes, but I had my teammate Shahmi with me. He helped me a lot throughout the whole season, and I just got better because I was worried at the start that I'm gonna be last all the way around, but he helped me throughout the season, and I was able to get third because of him. So yeah, I gotta thank him for helping me out.
Awesome stuff indeed. And there we go. It really is a case of teamwork making the dream work. Yes, I am full of really cheesy one-liners. I'll be here all week, guys. Now, I would normally go down a line, but because Biko moved up a line, I'm going to go to you first, sir. Can you introduce yourself to the lovely audience out there?
Yeah, hi, Miko Nasi, and real life racing background is primarily karting, starting in the 90s in Finland, and then actually a lot of racing in Malaysia and the Asian region, and then a little bit of stint in single seaters, bit of a rally co-driving experience, and a race on bikes as well. But then on the sim racing side, that started early as well in things like Jeff Crammond's Grand Prix series and even the IndyCar Papyrus thing, and then just a bit more serious when iRacing came about, or I joined in, I think 2011. So since then, it's been a bit more involved in sim racing, but still, of course, very much involved in real racing. I'm a driver coach by profession.
Awesome stuff there. So you've really had experience, a lot of experience on both sides of the coin there. Any comments on pros and cons between the two of them?
The sim racing and real racing is pretty much the same thing. They're super close. There's the physical aspect, of course, and some quirks with where the computer stuff doesn't quite match reality, but it's pretty damn close.
Yeah, and forgive me for being just a little bit greedy. One more question. Are there some days when you're at the track and you think to yourself, I'd really rather be on the sim instead?
Well, interesting. There's some days on the sim when you think this is just as good as the real stuff, and you think, what's the point of waiting around a racetrack for 5 hours to get a few laps in when you can stay on the track the entire time in the comfort of an air-conditioned room?
Mm-hmm. Well, you never know. Maybe one day we'll get legislated off the track and unfortunately have to sit in the sims there. But it's a good second.
Might happen.
Yeah. So now if we move down the line here, we have Sharul Jafar on the line. Hi, Sharul Jafar.
Hi, Max.
Hai. So boleh intro sikit tak?
Boleh. Okay, nama saya Syarul atau kawan-kawan panggil saya Ayu je lah. Okay, saya asal Perak dan saya tak ada background dalam racing pun sebenarnya. Jadi mula ceburkan diri dalam racing ni asalnya sebab arwah ayah ni dia minat F1. Saya pun tak tahu tang mana dia minat. Lepas tu bila dia tak ada tu saya rasa macam kenapa dia minat Jadi start tu saya belajar. Lepas tu saya berkecimpung dalam Gran Turismo. Lepas tu bila main Gran Turismo tu jumpa Abang Zaman punya, dia selalu buat live kan kat Facebook kan, tengok dia punya sim ni lagi nampak real kan. Jadi dia racun cuba iRacing tu, saya cubalah. Saya setakat ni rasanya dah dekat 4 tahun lah saya dengan iRacing. Jadi itu je dah.
So boleh kirakan lagi satu daripada kelas of Gran Turismo lah. Macam saya sendiri juga.
Macam tu lah. Dulu masa zaman PS1 pun ada main juga kan, tapi kita dah tinggal lah lepas tu.
Ya, itu dia. Aku ingat lagi zaman Gran Turismo 2, trying to look for the McLaren F1 that didn't exist. Cuba.
Boleh main satu single screen je kan.
Itulah. So moving along down there, next Ilham Halabi. Apa khabar Ilham?
Hello.
Hai.
Khabar baik.
Boleh kita introkan sikit kepada semua peminat-peminat kat luar tu.
Hai, saya Ilham Halabi, pemandu untuk pasukan Todak. Start team racing maybe late 90s macam tu. Lepas tu terjumpa satu sim ni, nama dia Live for Speed. Saya start drifting baru pada drift driving. Start daripada drift. Lepas tu jumpa pula iRacing. Dekat iRacing dalam 8 tahun dah. Tapi on and off. Sebelum MCO saya macam bercuti selama 2 tahun. Lepas tu MCO COVID datang kan. Tak sangat spare time, terpaksa datang balik lah.
Itu dia, tapi nasib baiklah dapat datang balik. Memang boleh betul-betul buat show untuk kami dalam iRacing juga.
Boleh lah sikit-sikit. Masih ada skill lagi lah walaupun dah berkarat.
Okey lah. Tetapi kita boleh nampak sebenarnya kamu sekarang dekat dalam garaj je. Punya man cave.
Yes. Kira garaj lah. Tak ada rig dekat ruang tamu yang macam tadi nampak macam Cik Bobby punya tu kan. Bos Bobby punya tu nampak nice je dekat ruang tamu kita dekat dalam small area dalam garaj.
So cuba ceritakan sikit kat belakang tu ada apa yang kita boleh nampak tu. Steering.
Steering. Okey, ni T500 je dengan pedal T3 PA Pro.
So bukan
semestinya dah berkhidmat 5 tahun dah. 5 tahun and dia dah bercuti 2 tahun. Keluar dari kotak pun masih boleh pakai, tak ada masalah.
Awesome stuff. Memang boleh dikirakan bukan equipment saja yang bagi pemandu tu laju, tapi memang teknik dan kefahaman jugalah.
Ya betul tu.
So then we will move on. Kita akan pergi ke sebelah petak yang lagi satu tu pula, Maicil Hafiz. Apa khabar Maicil?
Khabar baik Mat, khabar baik. Assalamualaikum semua, selamat malam.
Boleh intro sikit tak?
Okay, first terima kasih kepada XOX, terima kasih kepada Adrenaline Impact, dan juga saya nak berterima kasih kepada saya punya sponsor Todak Motorsport. Dan saya bukanlah juara dalam event ni, tapi saya menggalas tugas sebagai orang yang bertanggungjawab untuk membawa tim Todak Motorsport. Kalau semua tahu, Todak ni nama memang ada di e-sport, tapi untuk e-motorsport menjadi tanggungjawab saya untuk membawa sukan ini, untuk sesama support sukan ini. Dan itulah, terima kasihlah untuk kerana anda semua bersama join event ni dan support each other. Kan Max kan?
Awesome juga. Baru-baru ni dapat juga tahun lepas dapat juga datang balik ke track untuk testing.
Ya, dapat sekali je. Kita dapat racing sekali je Max untuk tahun 2020. Tapi selepas tu kita tidur balik. Dan saya pun nak berterima kasih juga kepada saya punya boss daripada Todak, kerana beliau lah saya dapat berlumba sim racing ni. Bos cakap, "Cil, kau pergi racing simulator ni. Aku takut kau lupa macam mana nak race nanti. Nanti kau tahu PKP dah habis, kau bawa kereta macam lahanat je." So dia bagi rig ni untuk praktis, untuk kekalkan momentum, skill tu kan. Tengok betapa caringnya Bos Cil. Terima kasih.
Awesome.
Dan juga Cil nak ucapkan terima kasih kepada semua dalam tim yang sama-sama praktis dan membantu Cil. Memang Cil seorang pelumba kereta betul, start daripada grassroots, tapi bila kita masuk dalam sim racing ni, kita belajar benda yang lain. Kita belajar lebih detail, dan terima kasih kepada sifu-sifu dalam simulator. Dan juga terima kasih kepada Bos Bobby kerana hari-hari bakar.
Boleh kirakan kaki bakar lah yang dua ni.
Kaki bakar teruk. Hanat betul bangai. Dia memang banyak drama. Dia start daripada GTS dulu memang banyak drama. So kita sebagai kawan-kawan ni kena faham lah, orang tua kan. Kadang-kadang mood dia baik, kadang-kadang mood dia ke laut.
Live bahan aku nampak.
Dia jaga.
Dia ambil peluang.
Tak apa. Bagi the chance.
Okay. Cukup lah. Kalau bagi Cip cakap kan tak cukup ni sejam ni. So bagi orang lain pula bercakap.
Alrighty, and we're going to move over to the last one in the line, reading from right to left, which is actually quite hard. I do apologize for taking too long getting to you there, but hi there, Muhammad Ibrahim. How are you doing?
Yes, hello everyone. I'm doing good. How about you?
Oh, awesome stuff. Could you just introduce yourself to the fine, wonderful folk at home and here in the studio?
Yes, I would first like to thank everyone involved in the series and like whoever created the series and whoever's been involved, the sponsors, XOX, the commentators, Max, and everyone basically who's Kyrul and whoever just worked to make this event possible. So I'd really like to thank everyone. So basically, I started real life racing in 2016, and so coincidentally, Miko was my first coach. So the first 4 months, Miko was coaching me in the fun karts at Elite. Mm-hmm. And then the year after, I moved to doing Rotex in Malaysia here, Rotex Asia Max Championship. And I finished second in my first year. And then I went to race in the grand finals and finished 5th there. Then I did a bit of European racing in the UK as well in karts again. And I'm looking forward to move on to car racing now. I've done a bit of F4 and Formula Renault, and that's it. And basically then my esport things I basically started last year, last year I started, and it was basically in a championship where all the real life races race. So that's how I basically got introduced to esports.
Awesome. And I've always liked asking this question with all the drivers I know who've made the switch over the course of this lockdown period from real life racing into sim racing. But have you found it useful in any way in terms of training or learning new tracks or anything like that?
No, it's helped me a lot. I mean, sim racing is a big advantage, and like anyone who races in real life has to have a sim now. I mean, like you see every single good racing driver out there, all of them have a sim, and they all take it seriously. So it has helped me like a lot, because I even did a test in the Formula Renault not too long ago. Mm-hmm. And I practiced on the sim, so the sim taught me a lot. And basically, I didn't even practice around Sepang. Mm-hmm. It's just to get the feeling of the car and the physics and using all the track and all the basics. You just get those things cleared out before even you hit the track. So you're ahead of a lot of people who don't have the sim.
Absolutely. And one final question before we move on to the standings. Is Miko a good teacher, or is he like too harsh like some of the teachers here?
No, he's a great teacher. I mean, he taught me a lot. I mean, everything he has taught me, I still apply it now. I mean, he's basically one of the best coaches out there.
Awesome, great to know that. I feel like I might be missing someone though. Thanks, Ibrahim, because I just realized that Bobby has appeared in 2 spots. Have I talked to Kamal Ali yet?
Not yet.
Okay, so our final driver we're going to introduce, Shami Azri there just commented, leave him alone. Oi, wow. So, Kamal Ali, can you introduce yourself to everyone, please?
Okay, so hi guys, my name is Kamal Ali. I've started sim racing around, officially I guess, 2019 during the first ERGP Asia using Gran Turismo Sport. And then I started getting my own wheel on that day as well. Not on that day, after 2 months, I think. 2 months after getting my rig, and then buying a PS4, play GT Sport until then. So after a few months, was getting better, and then join MSF-nya Cyber Turismo. I did join the MEM race room, but sadly was constantly behind, even though in the amateur. Sadly, race room, I'm not quite familiar, especially with that car, the Aquila CR1. And then later, after MSF, Oh, I do play online in GT Sport. The play random lobbies, online lobbies. Also join some certain leagues as well. The ESGT, one of them. And then there's numerous. After that, I try to get as much experience, squeeze as much experience in the span of between 2019 till now lah.
Awesome stuff. And when did you start getting into the iRacing stuff?
I started getting the license because on that day it was quite cheap for a year. I think it was 55. I got lucky. And then just got onto the rookies and only played about a handful. I think tak sampai 20 races kot I race. Setakat nak naik sampai apa? I think my license was it? I forgot already what it's called. The SR rate, SR Under SR rating no.
Yeah, so awesome stuff there. I do apologize. It appears a dog may have just wandered into the back alley. Anyways, I do apologize there. But thank you so much for all of you guys for joining us here in the studio. We have a wonderful bunch of people there. We will get to asking you guys a few more questions in a bit. But for now, we are going to move on over to the best part of tonight, the virtual sort of prize giving ceremony. So we're going to head on over to the first slide. I understand Kara Alang has set this up in the right hand side of the screen for you viewing at home. In third place in the amateur class is Muhammad Zikri for Just Keep Racing, and I understand it was a tie, but through a tiebreaker that we had a long discussion, many long nights, and we decided to take it. It went down to the best position in the first race. That's how tight it got there. So in third place is Muhammad Zikri for Just Keep Racing, taking home that 750 ringgit check for the amateur class podium. So how do you feel about that, Zikri?
I'm pretty surprised that I got third actually. I thought I really got fourth after Laguna Seca, but I'm pretty pleased with getting third after my first time playing iRacing. So yeah, it's been a great experience, and gotta thank everyone who organized this. It's been an absolute pleasure to race against Jai and Kamal and others as well. So it's been fun.
Indeed, fantastic stuff there. This, as I understand it, this was one of your first, if not your first, league sort of hosted league in iRacing. How did you find the experience?
I found it hard at first. I tried to, when I did the qualifier, I wasn't that quick enough. I was like near bottom, so I was really finding it hard to put the grassroots, put like my foot into iRacing itself. But once I found my teammate, which is Shami, I basically told him, I need to do this. I need to know the track layout. I need to know how to get faster in these cars. So he basically taught me from the ground up. And I think again, without him, it will be a nightmare. I think I'll be last constantly. But so, yeah, he taught me everything, and I couldn't get here without him really. So yeah, it's been a fun experience. Yeah.
Absolutely. As I understand it, it was in fact a tie. I believe you did actually tie with your teammate.
Yeah.
For Just Keep Racing. So that's very interesting stuff. You think he's going to call you up after the stream and say, "Hey, where's my half?"
Yeah. We made a deal. We made a deal already. So basically,
Awesome.
We got a thing. Yeah. He taught me from that. So I made a deal with him. If I get third, I'm going to share it with you. That's it.
That's great. That's absolutely fantastic stuff. Then it really does keep the team dynamics nice and tight. It's nice to see that there's a bit of that community spirit out there as well. So thanks a lot for your time here. We're going to go into the second place man as soon as that switches over. Yep, there we go. We have Kamal Ali for the 1XOX TKKR racing team taking home that 1,000 ringgit check. So how do you feel about that? What's your reaction to that?
Pretty much I'm quite happy because this is my first time finishing a podium after joining two competition. constantly finishing at the back. So it's quite a change of wind to finally got a podium, although most of it come down to luck actually.
I mean, you were quite quick coming into the final few rounds of the season there.
Max,
yeah.
Kamal in GT Sport is known by the name of Ace Akai Suse.
Yes.
And he is amongst all the aliens that we have in GT Sport. He is very fast in GT Sport and everything. So switching to iRacing, it seems it doesn't take him a lot of time to get used to the sim and everything. And it is great to see him winning the races and everything.
Absolutely, it's fantastic stuff indeed. But I do understand it is a bit of a tricky thing going from Gran Turismo into iRacing or switching sims in general. So it's nice to see that you've managed to actually get some of the speed that you had in GT Sport back in iRacing. Was it basically what I'm getting to is, was it really a tough conversion process for you?
Kind of, because in GT Sport generally I'll be using two pedals, which is the brake and accelerator, and also the sequential.
Yeah.
When switching to iRacing, I found out that it's kind of faster to use the hitch pattern. So luckily I have a manual car, so switching from two pedals to three pedals, I kind of quickly adapted to it because I was practicing here and toe constantly and practicing many skills with my actual car, and don't talk about the repair bills on it.
I was going to say though, was it an advantage having a manual car? Do you think?
To me, it's kind of because it became kind of second nature suddenly, so I can easily adapt to it. Although it was kind of hard because, as you can see on the first and second race, on the second race I kind of binned it on the main straight, where I accidentally the third gear didn't went in, so it caused me to lose a lot of position. Well, technically dropped to third. So yeah, after that I was like, okay, I have to constantly adjust to it.
Absolutely. But congratulations there on the second place, a well-deserved 1,000 ringgit going straight into the bank account. I guess Bobby could probably just put that in with your pay packet for the season there. Efficiency. Awesome stuff indeed. Brilliant. So now we're going to head over, drumroll please, for
Alien,
the first placed man on the grid there, the champion in the amateur class for the round one of the XOX Esports Trophy. Give a big hand to Afizul Azhar, aka Jai Bluebird. Fantastic stuff, Jai. How do you feel walking home with the first amateur class championship for season one?
First of all, thank you, Matt. Thank you to the sponsors. So of course I feel very happy because actually I never thought that I can achieve up to this achievement because when I joined iRacing since season 1 and 2, from the MX-5 to the Kia, I'm always at the back. But then I would like to thank Team Hyperbulls, Todak Motorsport, and my coach especially, for example, Ilham there, and then Ipain have been coaching me and been membakar, bagi semangat semua. Then I managed to adapt to the new tracks because I can share with you guys that all of the tracks I never raced before except Laguna Seca. But then I had a very tough time with Laguna. So I would like to thank also Android King because I raced for Android King actually. And then a very tough fight. Congratulations to Kamal Ali, Zikri, and the rest. So I'm very stunned to win this championship. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, congratulations.
Max.
Yeah.
Can I ask Jai a question or not?
Absolutely, you may.
Okay, Jai. To be honest, how many hours you spent for training for this championship?
I think we started on Tuesday. Me with my teammates, and then per day maybe 2 hours. But then I think the key points that make me maybe achieve what I need to achieve is we train with an objective. For example, okay, today we will practice qualifying. So I just do 4 laps and then break, 4 laps and then break, and then the next session maybe practice braking for all the problematic corners that we suffered. So just repeat the same corners. So basically, I think it's not the hours but the quality of the training. Correct me if I'm wrong. But then I would like to maybe shout out for everyone that from my transition from drifting, and then I joined SSAD class with Rashid Ramlan because I want to join Sepang MSF, and then I transitioned to sim racing. So I would like to inform that doesn't mean that you love drifting or you excel in drifting, you cannot success in circuit racing. And then to all circuit racing lovers, doesn't mean that you can't do other motorsport genre, for example, circuit racing or rally. So if you love it, work hard for it, you can. So I've proven this that a real racer can succeed in sim racing. Drifter also can drive grip. So kita tak adalah mengesok je pandai. Dalam laju pun boleh.
But moral of the story yang menarik kat sini ialah ramai orang tengok sim racing ni macam game, tapi apabila kita tengok komitmen driver-driver yang join tournament ni macam Jai, macam Ilham, macam Ipin, macam Ibrahim or Miko, they have put their hours in to train, to study the track exactly like real race happen in the track. So it is kind of interesting to show to share with the viewers and everything that sim racing is not a game. It's a serious competition and everything, and it is berkembang lah dalam negara, dan hopefully benda ni akan jadi lebih besar lah untuk industri motorsport dalam e-racing dan juga real life motorsport, insyaallah.
So actually I'm shocked to hear that Ibrahim said that if you are a real racer, you should have a sim
of
at
course,
home.
I agree with Ibrahim. I agree, Ibrahim. All the professional drivers now have their own rig. All the F1 drivers and everything, so they are going there, and we can tell that track familiarization for drivers are very important, even though it is in the same in a simulator and everything. So on real race, we do need the mileage of the track a lot to understand the track, the character and everything. So in sim racing also the same thing, because I see Jai, I dengar cerita Jai training gila-gila bos, dia punya komitmen dahsyat kata kan. So kita dapat tengok siapa yang bagi komitmen tinggi, nak study benda ni lebih dalam, pasti akan boleh berjaya dalam sim racing.
Bobby, itu lagi satu nak prove yang veteran pun boleh kalahkan.
I think if you were next to each other, you're going to be going for the high five.
Yeah.
Fantastic. There's only one question that I think both me, Bobby, and everyone else here would like to ask you is, when are you going to give us a drifting lesson?
Oh, I would be happy to. Maybe we conduct a one session in Discord, and then maybe I can share my experience and get you up to speed to drifting.
Awesome. Now I'm going to have to go and find a hydraulic handbrake to pull up to the
do come to Android King. We have a lot of stock.
Ooh.
USB handbrake.
I might just have to take you up on that offer. So congratulations once more to
thank you very much,
aka Jai Bluebird. Although I understand you don't actually have the Bluebird anymore.
No more. Yeah.
So that is it for the drivers. But what about the teams? We do have a amateur class teams champion, and that is Android King Hyperbulls. That first place prize taking home 2,000 ringgit. So absolutely fantastic stuff.
Makan.
Yeah.
Kambing.
So that again is Afizzul Jai, and I understand Afiq Fadlan as well is a part of that success story behind the whole Hyperbulls efforts, not just the Android King Hyperbulls, but there's a lot of other Hyperbulls cars in that whole lineup there. So how do you guys feel about having your name at the top of the amateur standings?
Yeah, I think
I'm really happy. First things first, I really got to say thank you to my wife. Big thanks. I wanted to go into kart racing 10 years ago, but my sponsorship didn't go through. We talked about what options did we have, and simulation was the route to go. So I think it was the right choice going into sims, and I've always dreamt of getting one of these, sooner or later. So looking at the standings here, most of these are really, really young ones, and I feel I'm pretty old. But I really like to also thank to Ilham, Shaiful Arifin, Michael for the sponsorship. Jai, we actually talked a lot, not just personally about work, and also team strategy and stuff. And also the rest of the team, Marvin, Dijit, Singh, Sharil, Kimi, just to name a few. So the training sessions that we had, the Lumbu mode was really, really helpful. I know that in terms of actual pace, I don't have that anymore. So I just aim for consistency. So that's what I've been doing in the practice sessions, lap after lap after lap. I think not just in iRacing, but in ACC, I tend to do about 100 laps one go. So consistency is the key. I know that I haven't been performing in the second, third, and fourth races. I was having some problem with my PC as well, but I think a big help from Surin as well, making a comeback in the last two final races. So managed to get both sixth position. So I was really hopeful that we could be on top throughout the season.
Absolutely, and it's wonderful you mentioned Surin there, because Surin is from a different team. Surin Sovaraju is the man we're talking about there, but he's been absolutely wonderful helping out with all of our technical problems, even helping out with me once I got back into the swing of things. And it's great to see this whole entire community come together. There's something that I love about rallying that we see here quite a bit there, and that in rallying we want to beat you in the stages, on the track, and we'll do everything we can to help each other out outside of it, and really is the case here, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. He's been like, I think when I couldn't get into the iRacing server, after the race, I talked to Surin. We troubleshoot from 11 p.m. up to 4 o'clock in the morning, just to make sure it runs. So it's tremendous work from Surin. Really, really helpful there. And not just Surin. I mean, there's a lot of guys. Like we've got Irshad, Tada Kerja, helping a lot for Hyperboost in terms of trying to make sure all submissions are okay and stuff. So it's been a great community work.
Yeah. And a shout out there to Irshad. Not only was he my co-host for the post-race show for quite a few of those races, but he has been helping all of us out with the form submissions and all that sort of stuff there. He's the real MVP, I think.
What am I? Yeah.
Without him, I think we'd all still be trying to figure out whose name is who and who belongs in what team still now.
Yes, exactly.
So yeah, we did try and invite him to get him in there, because he's always been a fantastic laugh to have a chat with, but unfortunately he couldn't make it. So if you are watching out there, hi, thanks for fixing all of our Excel sheets. The real MVPs, ladies and gentlemen. And so yeah, congratulations, Afiq, Jai, and to the entire Android King and Hyperbulls family there. Absolutely fantastic. Now moving on. So yeah, moving on to the pro class, and in third place, taking home that 1,000 ringgit trophy, is Hilham Halabi.
Oh, Alhamdulillah dapat juga something.
Apa perasaan dapat juga?
Rasa bersyukur sangat. Sebenarnya tak expect untuk dapat, untuk dapat tempat ketiga tu untuk tempat ketiga tu overall tak expect benda tu ada. Tapi alhamdulillah benda tu ada, dan yang ni kemenangan untuk tim Todak juga. Terima kasih Todak sebab beri kepercayaan pada saya untuk drive untuk pasukan Todak Todak Racing, sebahagian daripada Todak Motorsports, dan tim-tim Todak yang lain. Terima kasih.
Yeah. So boleh kirakan tim Todak ni sebenarnya agak besar juga kan. Cuba kalau
semua dia masuk. Sana Todak, sini Todak, semua Todak. Todak gila kuasa.
Itulah. Dia kalau boleh nak sponsor One XOX tu sekali.
Dia bukan gila kuasa, Bobby. Kita support kan.
Support tu 2S
Maknanya banyak support. Support.
Itu dia. So soalan yang paling penting, dua soalan paling penting. Ilham Labi, kau rasa ada chance tak untuk naik mungkin ke second ataupun third place untuk Pro Plus season yang akan datang?
Kalau kita usaha lebih, then kita mungkin akan sampai ke tahap tu, insyaAllah. Saya pasti benda tu.
Lepas tu
letak effort tu lebih sikit.
Yang paling penting, Machil, nanti kau belajar capci tak untuk Ilham?
Kita dah plan habis dia season ni kita nak buat makan-makan untuk team dengan ni lah.
Patut Todak kena bagi Ilham direct drive tu untuk next season.
Kita cuba bagi tapi Ilham kalau dia bawa T500 dah macam tu, bagi dia direct drive tak tahu dia bawa macam mana lah. Sebab untuk pengetahuan semua, waktu Cil mula main sim racing ni, Ilham datang ke rumah Cil untuk ajar. So memang dia ni seorang yang antara yang berbakat dan berbakat mengajar, berbakat main sim, dia memang driver lah.
Cik, saya ada masa tu, saya ingat lagi.
Jai pun ada.
Tapi bila tengok dia bawa macam biasa je, tapi timing laju, memang heran tu lah.
Rating dah 5,000 geng.
Betul.
Almost 5,000. So it take experience, mileage and everything to get faster like him.
Absolutely.
Yalah.
It just goes to show it almost reminds me of a very famous Japanese driver that I've had the fortunate experience to witness when he was still racing in Super GT, Satoshi Motoyama, who had such an insane level of experience that he was compared to Michael Schumacher in driving the Formula Nippon series back in the day. It's just every season he was there pushing harder and harder and harder, always taking the test days, always taking as many laps as he can. And I guess that is part of the reason. Practice hard and, like Jai said there, practice smart. Hang on, my black void has decided to run away. So we're going to move on to the second place man, and for Full Focus Racing it's Muhammad Ibrahim who takes home that second place prize for Full Focus Racing, taking home that 1,500 ringgit check. You must be feeling over the moon there with your first time in the Adrenaline Impact sort of sphere and in the XOX challenge. How do you feel about taking home that second place?
Yes, I'm really happy, alhamdulillah, and I would like to thank Nico and Full Focus Racing. And I was really disappointed at the start of the season, as actually I won the first race but got a penalty, and then the round 3 in Nürburgring didn't go to plan, and so I was really happy towards the end of the season as I won all the races. So I was really thankful for that, because I didn't expect to win all 3, because I just expected to win 1. I would be happy just winning one of them. So I was happy to win 3, and I would like to thank XOX and Adrenaline Impact.
Absolutely, and let me just take a moment. What really surprised me throughout those last 3 races was the fact that you didn't just win them, but you, to be frank with you, dominated the last 3 races. What was it? It was a grand slam, as they say. Pole position, fastest lap, led every single lap. Of course, won the race from start to finish. That was pretty unexpected from our point of view to see you do that three races in a row. How did you expect that at all once you got racing?
No, it was not expected, and I think Nico was very close. I didn't dominate. I would definitely not say dominate, but Nico was giving me a hard time in all the races, but thankfully I could come out on top. And
I think Nico let Ibrahim win.
Yeah. In Phillip Island, yes. Yeah, in Phillip Island, I almost ran out of fuel. So because I didn't calculate the fuel because I started practicing late that day, so I did not know the fuel usage and anything like that. So I almost ran out of fuel. So we both talked to each other, and he let me win that race.
Nice bit of gentlemanly driving, don't you? Wouldn't you say, Bobby?
Yeah. Old timers, man, and someone from Finland, and we know that Finland guys are very fast in cars and everything. So no surprise there.
Absolutely. So we, as they say, if you want to win, hire a Finn, and I think a lot of people will be looking to hiring this Finn for the next season of XOX Esports Challenge. Segway. I don't ride them. I just make them up. So first place and the overall winner, the champion in the pro class for Full Focus Racing. Give it up, everyone, for Miko Nasi. Congratulations, Miko Nasi. You're taking home a 2,500 ringgit check for Full Focus Racing. How do you feel winning a championship?
Yeah, it was awesome. Just to be a part of the championship. I saw it pop up, I think, in one of the WhatsApp groups, and immediately looked already like a properly run series with the professional graphics that you guys had. So, and I think you've exceeded expectations with the pre-shows and post-shows, and this thing now as well, the prize giving. Proper professional event, and super happy to be racing in it.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm glad that you still stuck around, even though you saw my face, because for those of you who probably don't know the history between the two of us, I've been a rat at Sepang for a very long time, doing virtually everything from cleaning wheel nuts to polishing and mopping the floor, and just about everything else in between. So I've known you for quite some time there, but I must admit it was quite a surprise to see your name. The first time I saw your name there was during the MAM stuff. Earlier on last season, and then for you to come into the series, we were quite happy to see you in there, but we weren't quite expecting the performance you guys put out there. It's absolutely fantastic stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah, and likewise, it was great to see your face. I didn't run away because of it. Maybe stuck around more. It's great to have you, and awesome job commentating as well. But yeah, otherwise, season was great. It was awesome as well to see Ibrahim on the qualifying leaderboards dominating right away over there, and we got in touch with each other and joined up under the same banner. Yeah,
we're just going to point out to that. Obviously, it wouldn't be such a massive surprise, so I'm not going to hold everyone under too much tension. I'm not that kind of guy that's going to cut to a commercial break just to build attention anymore, but I guess this naturally leads into our team's champions, and no prizes for guessing there. It is Full Focus Racing, who take home 3,000 ringgit on top of what they have won in the Drivers' Championship. And Full Focus driver coaching, of course, is one of Miko's sort of primary businesses. Absolutely fantastic to see you guys team up, and well, really, it was Mercedes level dominance. It was quite surprising to see that out there. How do you feel having the team, which I understand the team didn't even exist during the qualifying sessions? You saw Ibrahim's name on the leaderboard, and Ibrahim saw your name on the leaderboard, and you sort of got together, didn't you?
Yeah, it wasn't a planned thing from earlier. I think actually James Russell from another team tried to get me onto their team there as well on the same day.
Yeah.
But I thought maybe Ibrahim was a better bet on that one. But, it was awesome to do the series together.
So and, the question.
Actually, our pace towards the end of the season, I think, surprised Ibrahim and myself a little bit, because earlier in the season it looked really close, and I think the first two rounds we didn't have pole, and I can't remember exactly, but at least the first two rounds it was the Todak guys that were quickest.
Yeah, speaking of which, for quite a few races throughout the season, I think definitely the first half of the season, you had almost a team battle sort of dynamic between yourselves and Todak Racing for quite some time. That must have been quite interesting, racing sort of almost racing like a bike team more than a car team in some places.
Yeah, absolutely, it was good, and with the slipstreaming as well, that comes into effect. It can easily come into play if teammates are able to work together. You can catch the guys. Of course, ideally in slightly longer races. 25 minutes is a little bit short to have that come into play.
So yeah, that could be something for the next season. Longer races, more exciting cars.
Yeah, adds a bit more.
And of course, the most important question I think on everyone's minds, they're probably hoping otherwise, but do you think if you're going to do the next season of XOX, will you be doing it with Ibrahim as well?
Yeah, I think I'd be happy to. And maybe we could do a bit more. Both of us had some other events going on as well, and busy with some other things, so we weren't actually able to prepare properly with regards to setup or anything like that, or proper sparring practice for these ones. So hopefully we'll have a bit more time on our hands and get some proper practice going.
Absolutely. So congratulations to you guys, and a well done season there. I guess, Bobby, you guys, you probably have to go over and try and talk them into getting those two drivers into your team, eh?
No, I will stick with my team. I'm the kind of having the same guys every years and years, and we try to practice, become better and better, and just enjoy the race and everything.
Yeah.
But it's a good start for e-motorsport in Malaysia or in Asian region and everything. So congratulations to all winners and everything, and we'll see where we move next.
Absolutely.
On the series.
And speaking from experience, I come from a team that's family run and it had the same drivers for a very long time there. It just makes it so much sweeter when we win. When you have the same guys that you've been working through thick and thin, it's just something else. But yeah, we've got another 3 more categories to go, so we're going to go through them fairly soon there. First of all, we've got the Sportsmanship Award for M class, and that goes to Sharul Jafar. They're taking home that $700. Congratulations to Sharul Jafar.
Congrats.
So, apa perasaan?
Ingat Michael menang, Michael tak menang.
Aduh, syukur Alhamdulillah. Tak sangka juga.
Bakar aku saya, boy.
Sportsmanship Award tu.
Tahniah Abang Syarul.
Tahniah.
Terima kasih kepada bos Ali Syam yang sponsor lah. Khairul Alan dengan sebenarnya saya punya minggu untuk championship ni, saya pun sebenarnya honestly saya tak kurang latihan dalam seminggu tu, mungkin dalam sejam je lah saya spend masa. Jadi saya kena tukar saya punya target tu lah untuk fight dengan ada rider ada driver, dan saya target untuk survive dan habis garis lah. Sebab dalam platform iRacing ni, dia kalau kereta kita crash, dia sangat bahaya. Dia ada efek pada kita sendiri lah. So kita dah tak boleh nak push semua, jadi memang kita berhati-hati lah dalam tu semua.
So harapan nanti boleh kirakan prize yang anda menang nanti dekat XOX tu dah boleh masuk dalam podium eh?
Ya, insyaAllah. Lepas ni kena buat yang lebih baik.
Teringat balik dekat Akid Basrum. For those of you at home, Akid Basrum, one of the drivers of the series, the first time I've met him actually was when he started rallying on Dirt Rally 2.0, and it was quite interesting to see because he took a style of driving that I've never seen before. He drove the stages like, apologies there to Bobby and to Akid there, but he drove the stages like a grandfather for the first rally.
Dia pun salah seorang driver yang paling bising sekali waktu race. Boy, ke tepi, apalah. Tapi Akid memang dia fun lah, fun guy.
Normally kita orang bising boleh nampak Michael je. Kalau tak ada Michael, kita orang senyap je sebenarnya.
Itu mana satu apa, where's the chicken and egg there?
Memeriahkan suasana. Michael ni dia memang memeriahkan suasana.
Yeah, betul. But like I was saying with Akid Basra, when he started rallying, he was going so slowly, and we were wondering to ourselves, okay, is he frightened? I mean, someone who's used to superbikes shouldn't be. I wouldn't be seen dead in one. 600cc is just about my maximum, and I'd probably fall over even then. But amazingly, after only 5 or 6 rallies in Dirt Rally 2.0, he was up there in the top 10, in the top 5, pushing as fast as possible. So it really goes to show the clean drivers that start clean really can progress. So there is a sort of going with this, a saying that we always say in motorsports, you know, at first you don't succeed. So if at first, to finish first you must finish.
Dia cepat belajar lah kid ni. Kalau tengok waktu dia join iRacing pun sekejap je dia masuk. Tiba-tiba dia dah dapat kira top 5 waktu mula-mula season bukan SOX punya season AIMC yang season lepas tu kan. So dia memang cepat belajar. Cumanya mungkin dia kurang seat time je kid ni.
Champion MSF kan, Cyber Turismo dia champion.
Dia sibuk mungkin pergi dah hutan, hujung minggu dia masuk hutan, pergi sungai kan tu kan. Bos Bobby perhati tu Akid.
Itu gaji kita potong je.
So itulah boleh aku ceritakan daripada tengok driver yang clean ni memang semakin lama dia akan jadi semakin laju dan boleh dikirakan cara senang lah nak pergi laju. So Kak Syarul Jaafar, all the best, good luck. Ada siapa-siapa lagi nak bagi bertua ke apa-apa untuk next season?
Next season aku nak jadi komentator lah. Aku nak komen orang yang dia.
Sebab kau slow kan? Sebab kau tak laju kan?
Tu lah, sebab aku slow lah. Aku malah nak bergaduh dengan korang ni.
Fight.
Aku slow ni. Dia komentator rasa penonton gelak kot.
Dia banyak sangat potong S tu. Itu yang susah. Ni.
Shortcut je.
Pan Syarul, belakang tu CJ lah ke?
CJ Racing tu.
Oh yo, dahsyat.
Congratulations.
Konon lah macam driver betul.
Yeah. The car may be fake tapi the racing is memang real lah. So betul jugalah ada benda tu, especially dekat-dekat dengan rig tu. Nanti kalau perlukan inspirasi ke apa boleh nampak lah, okay ada set, kita boleh tambah lagi ni.
Dia sebenarnya first oval win tu.
Oh, Mazda.
Oval.
Oval, I see.
Cantik. Mungkin mana tahu satu hari nanti kita boleh bertemu juga.
Saya suka oval juga sebenarnya.
So we're going to have a quick look at the Sportsmanship Award for the Pro category. Congratulations goes out to Muhammad Khalif Tanya.
The cleanest driver in Pro.
Yeah.
Alright. Congratulations.
Baik.
Tanya Khalif, Tanya.
Yeah, Tanya. So apa perasaan dapat juga Sportsmanship Award pada kali ini?
Alhamdulillah, pertama sekali saya ucapkan terima kasih lah kepada Adrenaline Impact, One XOX, dan tak lupa juga tim produk yang sudi bagi bawa untuk produk season ni. Sebenarnya tak sangka pun, lupa pun ada Sportsmanship Award. Dari tadi tertinggal-tinggal kenapa ada nama naikkan. Sebab saya pun kira baru, tak ada latar belakang motorsport ke apa. So macam memang tak sangka langsung lah. Dapat sportsmanship award ni. Sebab saya rasa bawa biasa je pun. Tak ada, just avoid incident je lah.
Boleh kirakan sama macam kita bincang tadi, itu memang the first step lah. Try to be clean and finish first, dan result tu harap-harap nanti lama-lama nanti akan datang. So
sebab saya masih letakkan diri saya dalam tengah belajar lagi. So even baru pakai manual clutch on the last race yang dekat Laguna Seca tu. So anything saya ni lah.
Kau kenal Akid tak, Khalif? Kau kenal Akid tak?
Tak kenal rasa. Kenal dalam scene je lah, jumpa.
Nasib baik kau tak kenal dia. Kalau kau kenal dia mesti dia langgar kau punya.
Ada langgar-langgar sikit juga dah.
Nasib baik kau tak kenal Akid je. Kau kenal Akid dia langgar kau.
Saya terus baca sikit Hawang. So baru nak tanya Khalif, ada tak Michael dengan geng-geng tu dah tolong dari segi training ke ataupun racecraft training macam tu?
Memang tolonglah, banyak tolong diorang buat practice server and then kongsi setup. Saya memang tak tahu setup apa lah. Saya rasa sepatutnya saya di kategori amateur. Tapi lah dapat masuk pro kan. Memang mula-mula tu cuak juga sebab tak banyak experience pasal setup ke apa. Lepas tu Ilham, Saiful Arifin, Maicil, diorang share setup semua. Banyak tunjuk ajar semua. Terima kasih banyak-banyak kat diorang kan. Tak lupa teammate Taki Alien yang panggil.
Bagus. Tahniah. Harap nanti kita boleh dapat jumpa lagi dan mungkin dapat take home award yang lagi besar pada masa ke depan.
InsyaAllah.
Kalau boleh nanti kita jumpa, kita buat satu pertemuan meet up semua sim racing dalam SRE tu. So mungkin dekat Sepang ke, waktu ada MSF ke, ataupun waktu kalau Bobby nak buat waktu ada MotoGP ke apa Capri ke apa ke kan. Bos Bobby nak bakar kambing ke apa, ajaklah kita kan. Kita boleh ni datang.
Jai belanja kambing kan?
Jai dia suka kambing.
Jai kata Seiko dia sponsor Seiko.
Okey tu. Okey, sponsor nasi minyak ah.
Okey nanti.
Nasi minyak tu bahaya je.
Salah majlis.
Nasi minyak je sponsor, kambing je belanja.
To Ibrahim and Miko, maybe you don't understand us, but they are planning to do some party on the show.
Party.
We will send the food to you guys to Singapore and maybe in Penang.
Hey, hopefully the MCO would be lifted by that time. By the time that comes around, it's been a long time since I've seen Miko, especially. I'd love to meet you guys. Come back up here and we finally go get hot and sweaty driving race cars around Sepang again.
Yeah.
I must say, Max, I've noticed that Khalif has been liking my streams. I hope he learned a few things from what I've had to say in my rants from my streams there. So yeah, congrats to Khalif as well on that.
Yeah. Awesome. It's great to see that there's all that sort of mixture, guys going into other streams and learning new things and not being afraid to share. I mean, we come from, Biko would know this as well. We come from a world of circuit racing where sometimes things are very tightly controlled and it's very hard to learn stuff in real life motorsports, and you really have to be working in a team to be trying to learn from your team members in order to get forward. But it's great with the whole SRE community that everyone just comes in and it's all like it's almost like driving for one big giant 300-person team at times. If anybody has a problem, there's so much sharing of knowledge and sharing of experiences that's been great, absolutely fantastic. So thanks you guys.
Bukan semua fantastik pun dalam grup tu. Ada kadang-kadang kita gaduh-gaduh, kita kutuk-kutuk kan. Tapi apa, benda tu semua adalah asam garam dalam persahabatan. So habis itu kan, besok start hari lain. Macam Bobby cakap kan, dia marah hari ni je, besok dia dah okey. So kita buat macam tu je kan.
I wanted to go to that apa ni since that Michael said, but in real racing as a team principal, I've encountered this disagreement on lots of things on racing, but that is a normal scene on motorsport. It will happen everywhere, anywhere in the world, and it's a process of learning. It's not a process of cursing and everything. And hopefully everybody take it positively, and we move forward to make things better and better. Sometimes the people who shouted they don't mean to shout, but sometimes it is out of anger.
Memang perangai dia macam tu kan.
Adrenaline.
Okay, adrenaline.
Sebab adrenaline.
Kita faham lah sehari dia mengamuk.
And seriously, it's not because of people's faults and everything. I just wanted everything to be perfect. Same goes to Asia Road Racing. If you know, Asia Road Racing is a world-class event and everything. And sometimes when we have that incident and everything, for the next year regulation, it become better and better. Yeah. Because sometimes there is a valid point of what the argument is all about, and hopefully everybody take it positively and not personally, because all of this is to make things better and to make this industry more flourish and everything. I do believe that motorsport, e-motorsport will become the next big industry in motorsport scenes.
Ya, kalau kita pun dapat tengok lepas berlakunya perkara-perkara begitu, the next race tu become better and better. Sampailah
Discipline kan? Discipline kan?
Tapi
dia nak
Lala,
kena,
tapi Lala kau kena lembu.
tak apa, nampak aku. tak. Dia macam mana tau? Dia kena ada orang yang memang hawa macam aku ni. Lepas tu dia akan jadi okey je. Kan? Orang dah mula takut and everything. So dia kena jadi orang jahat. Aku terpaksa jadi orang jahat lah, Cil. Watak aku.
Bukan orang jahat. Dia jadi macam headmaster lah.
Macam aku nak ambil watak pelat tak boleh. Kau dah ambil.
Celaka.
Before we get too sidetracked, I don't want to get too far into this conversation. Kita pause sekejap because there's one more award out there. Remember, guys, during the course of the race and the post-race show, I did ask for all of the wonderful, wonderful fans out there to look through the entire amateur class field and pick out a rookie of the season. And one name kept coming up more than the rest, and I couldn't agree more with you guys, the fans at home. This is our rookie of the season, Kamal Ali for 1XOX TKKR Racing Team. Great job there. Fantastic.
Congrats Kamal Ali.
Yeah. So ini fans yang, this is the fans then that gave you this award for rookie of the season. So how do you feel about that?
Well, it is the title given by the fans. So, champion of the people. That's a good feeling, man.
People's champion.
People's champion. Gila. Best gila dia punya feeling. Wow. Macam wow.
Tu dulu title aku tu, waktu Real Racing, tapi aku tak tahu apa.
Boleh lah, Akil. Tapi tu lah, I'm really thankful, alhamdulillah, that I got the Rookie of the Season award.
Kau nak nangis ke? Macam
Boleh
nak
lah.
nangis ke?
Cil, Kamal ni dia macam tak ada perasaan tau sebenarnya.
Tapi tengok dia macam nak nangis je.
Sorry lah, kita tak biasa depan-depan orang ni. Dah lah live berapa orang ni, bapak gila.
Kalau ada accident ke apa kan, tak apalah. Iyalah, itulah.
Apa, nanti kau dapat suntikan perangai Bobby, nanti kau berubah ni, kau makin besar ni kau berubah.
Tapi next season memang ada semua rakyat semua fans akan keluar, memang ada support kat situ. Masuk dekat season 2 nanti mesti ada perasaan support daripada fans kami.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so keep up the good work there. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And I believe that might be it. Yes, I do in fact still have to look at my wonderful secret ballot, which is actually my phone. Also an Oppo. And yeah, all I have to say is congratulations to all the winners. Absolutely fantastic stuff indeed. So now I guess we are going through, it's been amazing chatting with everyone throughout the course of the race, through the course of the season, in fact. Brilliant stuff indeed. Now you can see all the guys there congratulating all the guys who aren't on the stream. You can see there Nazmi Mazli, congrats to the winners. Umu Yusuf, congratulations to Khalif, Shalan, Ayui, and Danish Iman. Congrats. Rookie of the season, Padu. So that was our previous rookie of the season, Danish Iman. Basically passing on the mantle on to you there. Fantastic stuff there. Taichi Yagami, of course, good friend of yourselves. Kamal, rookie of the season, Maltok. And Rashid Ramlan, our steward for the first 5 rounds there. Congrats, guys. Absolutely fantastic work from all of you guys as well. So thank you so much for joining us on our stream. I do believe we are running out of time at the moment. In fact, we have already passed the 1 hour mark.
Yeah.
So I do apologize. It's been absolutely so much fun talking to you guys.
Bobby dah nak start race dah tu. Bobby dah nak jam dah tu. Tapi apa-apa pun tahniah kepada diri sendiri juga, guys. Walaupun aku tak menang, aku nak bagi tahniah kepada diri aku.
Absolutely. So, congratulations. Thank you to all the drivers who've been on the stream. Thanks a lot to Bobby for everything. All of your help has been so so helpful in getting everything to work. And for the final time this season, with a lump in my throat, I will do my usual outro. Thank you so much to Bobby and to XOX Mobile, 1XOX, XOX eSIM, and Streamer Oil of Italy, our sponsors. Without them, we could not make it happen. And also, special thanks goes out to our media partner, Gallery Creator, who have been a huge help in making this the success story that it is. But most importantly, a very, very big thank you from all of us here at Adrenaline Impact, at XOX, and the entire racing sim community to the drivers. Congratulations, and for those of you guys who have not won, perhaps better more next season. And also, finally, most importantly, thank you to you guys at home. You guys made it all work. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Thank you for watching. We'll be coming back bigger, stronger, and better than ever. But for now, that's it from me. Bye for now.
Ta-ra!
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 Bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
So,